Ladies and gentlemen, I'm afraid I lied, apparently. I thought I had finished, but I haven't quite finished. So we'd like to start off some of the slightly more formal proceedings of the evening. And if I could get a little attention, a little quiet, I'm going to make you all a special offer. It's something I learned in Gateshead a long time ago. It's a very simple principle. If you can't sell something, give it away. I'm sure Kevin would approve, given that marketing is dead. So we said we were going to charge $5 for this. You know what? We're just going to give it away. But you need to understand the reason, because nobody's reading it. And we would really like you to read it. I was talking with Mike Halloran over dinner about the balance between networking and friendship, which is basically why everybody's here, and knowledge sharing and going forward and doing something together. And how do we get that balance right? Mike, I think it's fair to say we don't have all the answers. But we do know some of the questions, and we do know some of the ways to go about this. And the white cubes were a brave experiment in many different ways. The one thing that hasn't been said so far, which is news to everybody, is who actually invented the white cube. Would you like to know? It was Linda Svenas. Linda, come up here. Come up here. I know it was a team effort, I know that's what Linda's going to say, but actually, Linda came up with the original idea, because the idea behind it was, how do you get people from different ages, different backgrounds, to mix and match and talk, and how can we get them to do something in a different way? And that's where it came from. And Linda had that idea. And I'm now embarrassing her, I can see that. So there are three groups in the audience, for those of you that fill this in. There are the creators, the collaborators, and the protagonists. So I would like, please, all the creators to raise your hand. All those that were creators, raise your hand. And now keep your hands up. All those that didn't actually fill in the form, who think they're creators, raise their hand. Next time, vote. And now let's do the same thing. Collaborators. How many collaborators do we have in the room? Noisy ones, too. Lots of collaborators. Think tanks, yeah. How many protagonists in the room? I hate to say this, but I'm sitting at this table, and there's Kevin Roberts, protagonist, and there's Mickey Yates, and there's various other people. What a surprise.
Numerous.
The most numerous. Protagonists were the most numerous. Anyway, we want to say some words to the agencies that helped us do this. But first, Linda would like some words. You've lost your voice, so I know you're going to say it very quietly.
Yeah, I'm sorry to subject you to this. You've been spared the whole day. There were various people that White Cubes is Marley's, she's the expert. I stole the name from a gallery that started in London. Honestly, when Mick, who I basically just got to know, because he was the only one of two, Jose II, who was familiar with TED. How many in here are familiar with TED, just out of curiosity? Okay. Some people are not. So I was told by Mick, we have to curate the event. I'm saying, I don't know what curating is. I'm going to take a course about it. Anyway, because of that, I learned about White Cube, and I tried to curate this event. But Mick has been so... This is a whole speech about Mick, because he filled in for me today. I'm sorry about my voice. And I'm, like I told Kevin, I'm trying to be the goose And Mick had enough energy to still continue, but tonight I was trying to be able to speak so he could take a break, because he wasn't supposed to be an MC at all. And I want to tell you, all this has been, it's like art in creation. We've tried to make the best that we could, given the present moment, and all the pieces that are available here, which are you. We didn't expect Bob McDonald not to be here. You know, we had to reshuffle some things. But thanks to Mick, I hope all of you who were sorted out appreciate the work that was done. We took the TED categories, which are 64. We reduced it to 32, plus the questions that we asked you about the most important things for you right now. What you need the most help on. What session do you want to go to after the formal conference, because we have to be out of here by 4, given that they had to set up your dinners. This is really all about you or us. Please have a look at it. That's why we charged 5 francs, because if we gave it to you, you might not read it. Thanks to dunnhumby, and now this is not a plug for a sponsor, because Mick, who keeps a very low profile, and some of you may not know about dunnhumby. This is the second reason I got to know him, because I asked him to be my partner to set up something here in Switzerland, of which Mick says, no, we're too expensive. You would never be able to do that. dunnhumby helped us sort you all out, which gives this a lot of credibility. You guys, all 200 people who bothered to fill it out, and I'm sorry if some of you did not get your dots or filled it in under a different name, but the few of you who were in the same subgroup, which is in here, could be soulmates. Sorry, Ed, I'm not going to stop. Anyway, I want to thank Mick very much for stepping in, for producing this great work by dunnhumby, and filling in for all of us, curating the talks. If you think that the quality was above the bar, it's because of him. So I really want to give him a big, big hand. Thank you, Mick. Fantastic, my God.
Thank you, Linda. I'm not sure I deserve that, but thank you. So the white cubes were an experiment. We think we're going to do more of that in the future. We're going to get some ideas on how to do it in the future. All new ideas welcome. I would like to thank our sponsors, and I'd also like to repeat something that I said to Fred Burt from Interbrand at the break, and I hope you agree with me on this. When you have sponsors, often you get talking commercials, you get sales pitches, you get all kinds of nonsense, to be honest. And actually, our sponsors, as I said at the end of the conference, have been great. They really have improved the content and have played the game. And I really would like to thank them again for that, all of them. Even Kevin, who I don't agree with. So we thought long and hard about this, about what to do for our White Cube sponsors. And we have these beautiful trophies, which I'm not allowed to touch, awards. And we decided we wanted to be cheap, sustainable, easy to pack, but sort of memorable. So actually, I would actually like to please all the guys that were involved from the sponsors and running the cubes. Could you please come up on stage? Interbrand, Tongol, Saatchi, please, everybody, just come up on stage. So you're not allowed to hit me with this. Where's everybody else? Where's everybody else gone? Come on. There's Fred, Interbrand. Anybody from Saatchi? Is Richard still here? No. Richard? Kevin, come on, you can take this. Come on. All right. So we just want to say a big thank you for all your help on this. Please pin this on your wall. So a big thank you to everybody.